Hey, it's Vicky, and today I'm going to be talking about the books I plan to read in July. Yeah, it should be an interesting month. It's kind of a smaller TBR, but I've been trying to keep the TBR smaller, so let's dive in. So the first book that I want to read in July, you might already know about because I did a book haul revisit in June, and this was the book I chose from that book haul revisit to read this month. And the book is Text Me When You Get Home, The Evolution and Triumph of Modern Female Friendship by Kayleen Schaefer. This is a nonfiction book about female friendships, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm assuming. And I've had this on my TBR for a couple years and decided it was time. It was time to read it, so I'm gonna check it out. The next book I'm gonna read in July is for the Buzzword Reading Challenge, and the buzzword for July is like bookish words. So the book I chose is What the Hell Did I Just Read? Read is a bookish word, right? By David Wong. And this is the third book in the John Dies at the End series. Is that what it's called? I think. And honestly, I have absolutely no idea what this book is about, and I don't want to know because this series is so bonkers and just strange and funny that it's better, I think, going into it knowing nothing. So, but in the previous books, it's about a guy named Dave and his buddy John, and they run into some interesting stuff. It's like supernatural, but it's also sort of like weird sci-fi at times. It's just crazy. It's just off the wall crazy, and I had such a good time with the first two books, so I'm really excited to read this one. I have had this one on my shelves forever. So yes, and then I think I will officially be caught up too. I don't think there are any more books in this series as of right now. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. The next book I'm planning to read in July is an anticipated release. And yeah, it's an anticipated release. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I do want to read it for sure, and that is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is Riley Sager's newest release. It just came out in June, and I pre-ordered it because I've read every Riley Sager book. And though last year's release was not a fave, I did not enjoy it so much, this one I'm hoping will be better. This one is about a woman who is an aging actress, recently widowed, so I'm not sure if she's, what age she is, but she's recently widowed. She gets this house on a lake and starts to kind of creep on her neighbors a little bit across the lake, like she watches them with binoculars, and then circumstances bring them together. I guess in the blurb it says that she saves one of them from drowning and then kind of becomes their friend. And they, on the surface, seem to have this great marriage, but then as she gets to know them, she thinks that it might not be so great. I don't know. It seems like parts of it are gonna have sort of a Rear Window vibe, which is a film I enjoy. So if it does have like those kinds of vibes or that sort of nod, I think I will like it, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, his last book was not it for me, but maybe this one will be good. And then the last book I'm putting on my July TBR is a book that was sent to me for review by the author, and it is called A Reservoir Man by L.J. Ambrosio. And this is what got me, what hooked me, was in the blurb it mentions coming of age. You guys know I love coming of age stories, and this one I'm not sure if there is a sort of magical realism or supernatural element. I feel like there is, because it's about a guy named Michael, and you see him go through a lot of different things. Things like he goes through the Vietnam War, he goes through some sort of like assault at one point. He survives 9/11. Like there's a bunch of like big historical things that are important to like world history that he has lived through. But then there's mention of a reservoir man, and I don't know if that is a, like I said, like a supernatural thing or what. It's all very mysterious, and it has piqued my interest. So when the author reached out to me and asked if I'd like to review the book. I said yes. So yeah, I will be reading this one this month, and I will let you guys know what I thought of it. All right, guys, that's it. Those are the plans for July. I have a couple other books that I'm kind of thinking about reading in July, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're going on vacation in July, and so I'm hoping to maybe knock out some Kindle books, take my Kindle with me, but there's so many options on there. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Yeah, there's just a lot of options. So I'm kind of trying to leave things open a little bit so I'm not so tied down to the TBRs. But yeah, it should be a good month. Let me know down below what you plan to read in July, because I would love to know what everybody's gonna read. Have you read the new Riley Sager? Are you gonna read it? What did you think? What are your thoughts? I wanna know. All right, that's it, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful month, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching.